To my place where I like to show you what I've been working on, makeup that interests me, and me just really having a good time with makeup. This look has been super requested ever since I posted it on my Instagram and TikTok. So today we're going to break it down. I know a lot of you find these relaxing, so if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching and we can go through it and break it down together. Starting off with the base, Bailey has more of a dry skin and I wanted to have something that matched the foundation quite well. So we're using the IT Cosmetics moisturizer and I'm applying this with my beauty sponge. And now I'm going in with the Kryolan Shimmering Event Foundation. This is really beautiful underneath foundation. It gives a beautiful glow to the skin, obviously, but it also is quite hydrating. It contains some oils in it as well, and it gives the whole face a really beautiful dewiness. And we're going in with the KVD foundation. I've enjoyed this foundation. I enjoy how I can get a very thin layer without having to really do multiple layers to build up coverage. A few things I don't like about it. I don't like that it doesn't have any blurring powders in it. And that's something that I've compensated for by using the Kryolan underneath. It is a more matte, I would say slightly more matte foundation. And when I say blurring powders, I mean powders that blur the appearance of pores, blur the appearance of fine lines. I don't necessarily mean shiny powders like a highlighter. That's something that I do look for in foundations, and this one has a lot of long wearing properties in it. But if it was going to be perfect for me, I would say with those blurring powders, it would have been 100%. And this is a 75, 80% foundation for me at this stage. So I'm going in with a different shade. I do always love to do this when I do foundation. I never just use one shade of foundation on someone. I always like to mix multiples because no one's face is the same color. I'm then going in to map out the shape. Now I've had a lot of requests for this eye look, so this is the Makeup Forever pencil in the shade Limitless Brown. One of my favorites for mapping out an eye shape. And I'm doing this this is going to be more of a cool tone. Actually, I'm lying, this is Endless Cacao because I didn't use Limitless Brown because it's slightly more warm toned. And this look is all about something that's a little bit more on the cool side of things, more cool toned silver and cool tone browns, etc. So I'm going in and mapping out the shape, and this is giving me an idea of the shape of the eye that I want. I'm going back in and intensifying areas that I think need a little bit more punch. This is all a base layer. I'm actually going to go in with eyeshadows after this. And if you want more of a breakdown on how I do foundation and how I pair ingredients together and pair ingredients for the eyes together in cosmetics, I have released my own course and I'll pop the link in the description box for that. I've helped hundreds of people so far. And if you do take it, please make sure you message me on Instagram because I want to know how you found it and if I've helped you out. I love that kind of feedback. Anyway, moving along. So I'm using this Be Perfect palette. It's the Clientele palette. Unfortunately, this is no longer available. It's a grey, matte grey shade, which you can get. And now I'm using this is a KKW palette, and I'm using the grey shades in this as well. You can use any grey shades you've got. These are just matte grey shades, one medium light grey shade and then one slightly darker. And now I'm going in with an even darker matte shade. This is one from the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I've got my shadows from the Glam palette in the bronze palette, so that's why it looks like I'm using the bronze palette, but I've customized my own palette. Now I'm going in with the Inglot Gel Liner, and I'm going in with this just along the lash line, and my goal for this is to really, really intensify the lash line. I'm going to go in lightly and blend this out. This isn't meant to be a structured liner. It's meant to be more of just to intensify that outer corner and lash line. Now I'm going in with this Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay palette. The shimmers in this are gorgeous. I actually got this as a free gift as well with an order I did a while ago, and I was super impressed with the shimmers. It's really affordable as well. Now this wasn't enough glitter for me, so this is MAC Cosmetics glitter in Reflex Pearl, and I'm putting that on the inner 2/3 of the eye. Now I'm going back in and buffing out that black gel liner with more of that Natasha Denona deep grey shade, and that's just to give a lot more definition. Curling lashes is super important for me. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for curling my lashes before I put in individuals, but I need that structure underneath. Sometimes it can, listen, I'll be honest, sometimes it can make my life harder if I curl the lash too much. Now I'm going in with another layer of concealer. This is the Armani Power Fabric Concealer, and I'm going in with 2 shades. This is going to clean up and brighten underneath the eye, because I really want to make sure that flick or my wing that I've created is nice and crisp. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and mix those 2 shades together with my beauty sponge, and I will just go straight in with the sponge. I won't use a brush to start with. The sponges have been cut in a way that I can get that really angled shape under the eye, and you can see here that I'm stippling it on, and then I'm going in with the lighter shade by itself. First I mixed, this is just the lighter shade by itself, and I'm going in and I'm just roughly going in and placing it where I want the product, and then I'm going back in again and I'm blending it, and you can see how crisp this sponge gets this line. I love it. I love that cool tone shadows. Listen, I used to love warm tone shadows on everyone, but I really love a deep, dark, cool tone smoky eye. And this is the ultimate version for me. This is something that I've recreated on a lot of clients. This is the basis of it. And I'm going in with the purple powder because whenever someone's more tan, I like to neutralize the yellow undertones that I've brought through the face. Once I've matched the body perfectly, it's not as flattering to have the yellow tones that you've got on your body, on your face, in my opinion. So I do like to slightly neutralize those yellow tones from the foundation. And the best way to do that subtly is with a purple tone powder. So if you're a fake tanner, and it's helpful to have a purple powder. Now I'm going in and I am making sure all of my edges are nice and diffused, and I'm going in with the brows. I hate brows. I always do brows at the end because I feel like I don't like a too overly structured brow. So I go in with a pencil and then I will put a gel or a pomade through them to structure them out. This is a combo of a few different body shimmers that I'm working on in the lab at the moment because the makeup doesn't stop at the face. And here we go. This is the finished look. I hope this was helpful. Just really be myself and speak to everyone and hopefully educate you and show you the full process of makeup. So again, thank you so much. You make all these videos possible by your support, and I hope that I've helped you either do makeup on yourself or I've helped you apply makeup on other people. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, any thoughts you have.